Hey, it's Michael Saul, also known as Tiny, with the market video for the week of May 13th, 2013. Last week, the Bulls did it again. Nice week, and they ended the week in this consolidation here, this little 3-day consolidation. So, I've been saying this now for months. Last week, I did think we could get a pullback, but we didn't, and we continued higher. And I will say it again because it bears repeating. No pun intended with the bear, right? But there are no signs currently that are stating, to me, in my analysis and in Paul's analysis, that we will see anything more than just a correction in an uptrend on another pullback. Now that can change. Okay, I get emails that people just start pouring out to me how bearish the situation is, how the money flows and the sentiment and the seasonality, and I agree with it all. But here's the deal. Right now the trend is up. Trying to pick where this stops and decides to turn it's ludicrous. It's ridiculous. Why? Why are you doing that? Now, this is putting us in a situation, and I talk about this in the newsletter, where it's a darned if you do, darned if you don't scenario here. Because I'm not looking to get long just because, okay, we're just going to keep going. I want to pull back. I want a consolidation that can be leaned against. But I'm certainly not going to sit here and look to try to pick a top. Okay? It just doesn't make sense to me yet. Oh, well, this is the Fibonacci extension, and this is a Gann angle, and I'm with that. I'm not sitting here, the Elliott wave count says this. Great. Okay? Anything you want to tell me, all right, great. If I don't understand it like Elliott wave, don't really have my hands around that. Okay? But Fibonacci, I've been doing for over a decade, and Gann angles I'm familiar with, but you get stuff like Elliott wave. Somebody may come up with a count, and I'm going to default to them or defer to them and figure, okay, maybe you know what you're talking about with the counts, because more than likely you probably know more than me as far as the Elliott wave counts go. Okay, but it doesn't. Listen, a very well-known Elliott wave guy has been saying to go 100% short since, I believe, the beginning of the year. How many times can you go 100% short? Just doesn't make any sense. All right? Look, the trend is up. Right now, until we see big, fat divergences, big signs of distribution, anything on the short side that's more than a trade is fighting the trend. And if you want to fight the trend, okay, it's your business and it's your money, but just make sure you have solid risk parameters in place. All right. For this week, I am looking for weakness. I'm looking for a reversal. But as of right now, I'm looking for that to be another buying opportunity. I want to see a nice push higher that fizzles out intraday, maybe leaves a nice, what I call the big middle finger, like a nice, reversal candle, and then that can lead to a pullback. Could that be the high, and then we go into a prolonged downtrend? Maybe, but really silly to start assuming that that's what's going to start a big pullback. All right, for now, I am looking for a nice, orderly pullback. What about this? This was a nice, orderly pullback, just led to new highs. Orderly pullback led to new, something like this, which will get the bears going. See, I told you. Thursday I was getting emails. I told you, that's it. And now nothing on Friday. And I'm not mocking the bears. All right, I'm not mocking anybody. I'm wrong all the time. All right, but at least I come out and say, yeah, I was wrong. Yeah, okay. And I don't even care who I admit it to. Only person I have to admit I'm wrong to is myself and my own trading. And, because if I'm going to sit here and just say, well, I'm not wrong, the market's wrong, you're going to get carried out. All right? So, listen, stick with the trend. Yes, I believe a pullback is coming. I believe a pullback is coming sooner than later. but it's really not the correct long-term business plan to pick tops and bottoms without confirmation, without evidence. If you have confirmation and you have evidence, it's a different story. Okay? Because then at least when you're wrong, there's something to lean against. But just like, we've gone up far enough, we've gone down far enough. It's ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. And this is where a lot of pain happens, especially to the aggressive, quote unquote, know it all traders, because they just gotta pick the top. They can't wait to be right. And then what? Then you're gonna be like the super guru that rolls out his big short list and then covered it a week later. Oh, that's it. The big hype around how we're going to see a huge months ago, huge pullback, blah blah blah. Oh no, we're covering a week later. It's ridiculous. If you can't recognize a scam when it's in front of you, Anyway, that's it. The newsletter's free for another week. By the way, I was on the phone with my coder on Friday, and we couldn't get it done this weekend due to some conflicts, people going away and stuff. So there's another week added on, and we'll get it rolled out as soon as possible. Until then, continue to enjoy it. Continue to enjoy the preview now. That's actually going on, I think, 5 months. So, check it out. Ton of value there, whether you're a longer-term trader, short-term trader. It's not just a day trading newsletter, okay? It's not. All right, it's more, it's based on, all the time frames. So that's it. I'll talk to everybody again via the email or in the newsletter or in next week's video.